Alright, and we got the recording going. What's going on, YouTube? This is CrewDog Gamer coming at you with a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've just been waiting for them to actually release the fucking things, and that is the Motorboat update. So, if we go into the shop, I'm not sure you can see it because I'm here, but we do have a few of the motorboats available to us. The John boats, as I'll call them. And the one I actually have is the Flagman Sagita with the 10 horsepower motor that weighs 198 pounds. That's the one I got, but there's also a few bass boats, a few other aluminum John boats, and there's these river boats, I guess. They all come with different sonar on them, different horsepower motors, so you can go faster, you can go slower, but all in all, the essential effectiveness of them, I believe, is the same. I just wanted to show you guys the features, what you get out of it when you buy it, and if they're worth it or not. So here's the engine, and how you start the engine is you go into, you can actually hear my Fishfinder beeping, you turn around, look at the engine, hit E, and you can see the engine, and you're going to click your mouse and then let it go when it's in the green zone, which is very fucking hard to do, because it's not really a good control. I kind of wish they hadn't put this in there, but it's there, it is what it is, and then you just use WASD to go where you want to go, and this little boat actually goes fairly fast. So another thing you'll see on the boat is the sonar. You'll have a fish finder, so to speak, of what's pretty much right off the back of the boat, just like it is in real life, but I'll go ahead and show you guys how fast these things can go. It does get rather loud, so I apologize for that. So I can get the boat up to about 15 miles per hour, which means you can get everywhere in the lake really fast. And I don't know if you saw in the river boat, but it did say it gets up to 35 miles an hour. I'm content with this little John boat here. I think it works just fine. And you can actually put the motor in reverse too. So we'll go a little bit forward, and I'll show you guys how to fish out of it. It's really similar to fishing out of the kayak. So we'll drop anchor here and pull the old rod out. And this is actually one of the new hard baits, the triple runner. This is a 13-foot, similar to a crankbait. It seems to work really well here. So I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but every time you hear a beep, there's a fish popping up on that fish finder. And actually, where I was fishing, I had just caught a striper and a smallmouth, I think, off of this triple runner lure, which I'm liking a pretty good bit. It seems to work really well in San Joaquin. San Joaquin just happened to be the place I wanted to go. Because they, for some stupid reason, have yet to let boats go in the Everglades. I'm still kind of upset about that, but it is what it is. So we'll shoot back over to where I just was after we get this motor started back up. Like I said, not a fan of this mechanic at all. I think it's kind of janky. It's a little too fast for me. I'm not really a fan of it. But you can get from spot to spot much quicker, even quicker than going into the menu, and it's actually just a little bit cooler than going into the menu. And you can get some different spots that you haven't been to before. And we'll watch the fish finder here, and you'll see it chop up a bunch because the motor is going off behind me. But actually, if you slow down a good bit, you know, to about 10% or lower, you'll be able to see essentially what is going on with the ground underneath you. So instead of just having to guess or throw a crankbait out there and see where it hits bottom and where it doesn't, you can actually troll and see where in fact the terrain does what, where the fish are hanging out, because you'll be able to see them on the sonar device. It's very, very, very fucking handy. So actually, if we troll through here, we'll probably end up seeing a fish right on the other sides of these. There's some pretty big dips right in this area. Let's see if we can't find a fish. Oh, I know you buttholes were over here a minute ago, so I'm gonna find you. Once you get run up on ground, though, it is pretty hard to get this damn boat off. So I would recommend using your reverse to the best of its ability. But yeah, the motorboats are something that I enjoy greatly. I would have a bass boat, but it costs about, oh hell, I don't know, 300 and something thousand in-game dollars to get it. So unfortunately this time I could not afford it. I didn't have enough in-game currency for that kind of gall. Damn, when I want to show you guys the fucking fish, they're not around. But here in just a second I'll show you how to fish out of it. how to fish out of the boat. So we're up in a shallow patch here. We'll go ahead and anchor down, and as soon as we anchor down, it kills the engine. We'll hit R, and you can pull whatever rod and lure that you're wanting to fish with out. For me, it'll be the triple runner here, and hopefully we'll be able to catch a fish here directly. So I'll be able to show you guys this. I'm trying to do it uncut so nobody thinks that I sit here for 45 minutes. I'll try and show you guys the real deal on how many fish I'm catching. This is a very popular spot regardless, but now you can actually explore up into the weeds in quite a few more areas, and I think that's going to pose some challenges for the developers as far as getting, oh, there's a good fish, as far as putting fish in all areas of the, ooh, that's a really good fish. Putting fish in all the areas of the lakes, because now you can go to a lot of places, and there is a striped bass. How about that? So if you guys have any questions on the motorboats, please ask me. I'm digging into it. I'm trying to save up for the bass boat, and I'm going to try and keep you guys updated on this as much as possible. But this is the motorboat fishing update to Fishing Planet, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Crew Dog Gamer, see you later.